Oh my gosh, it's just started to chuck it down with rain. Oh, this is gross. Hello everybody, my name is Lucy and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing another Q&A. I asked you guys for questions over on my Instagram, so be sure to follow that if you don't follow it already. You guys sent me loads of really good questions this time, so thank you so much for always being so helpful and supportive and giving me questions to these videos, and also to you guys that message me on Instagram. As always, thank you so much. Honestly means the world to me and I love helping you guys out. Little disclaimer, please ignore my nails, they're a mess. I need to get them done, but haven't had time yet. And also, all of a sudden it's just turned to winter outside. When I got ready to film this video, it was really sunny, thought the lighting was going to be great, and now it literally looks like it's going to chuck down with rain, so I'm sorry about that. I have got my light on, so hopefully that has sorted it out a bit. And yeah, I just thought I'd just be in comfies today, answer your guys' questions. As always, leave any questions down in the comments that you have that I didn't get to address in this video, and yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, so getting into the questions, I have screenshotted the questions that you guys asked me on my phone, and I'm just going to go through them and do as many as I can. So the first question is, for Urdang, is it okay if you don't have much tap experience? 100%. And I think this would go for most drama schools. I don't think any drama schools ask you to do tap in your audition. When I did GSA Foundation, I'd never done tap before. So when I came to Urdang, I'd only done tap for a year. People at Urdang had never done tap before. Honestly, it's not a big deal, and tap is something I feel like if you have taken it up at a later age, if you work really hard, you can get good at it. The next question is quite interesting. It's, when did I know that I wanted to be a triple threat musical theatre performer? So I'd always done musical theatre from a very young age. I'd gone to dance lessons, singing lessons, all those kind of things, like Saturday schools and stuff, but I always went to mainstream school. I never went to performing arts school. I'd say, I don't know, because for a long time I really wanted to be a pilot. That was my dream. I wanted to be a pilot, but then I realised I didn't really like physics, so that wasn't probably the best thing. And I also like being at home. As much as I love to travel, I couldn't live away from home for that amount of time. Then I wanted to do history and then do law, and then I wanted to do actuarial maths. So to be honest, I was very undecided for a very long time, but I'd say I always knew deep down, probably from about the age of 15, 16, that musical theatre was what I wanted to do, but I didn't make the firm decision until literally when I applied for foundation. The next question is an interesting one, and actually one that I hope to do a whole video on, and it's, how did you tell your parents about your career choice? So I was actually extremely lucky, and to be honest, my mum knew before I did that I wanted to do musical theatre. My mum had always said to me, you need to do musical theatre, you need to do it, you need to do it, and I was like, oh no, I should probably go do a proper degree. I mean, what does that even mean? And I was trying to be practical and thought I should do law, blah blah blah, but my mum and dad have always been so supportive, and they've always been so happy for me to do whatever I want as long as I'm happy, and also as long as I work hard, they don't mind what I do, and I think they know that I'm a hardworking, dedicated person. Also with them, it was always, as long as I did well in my academic work at school, then I could do as much singing and dancing as I wanted, but as soon as if my academics had dropped, then that had to go. So it was always just a balance, and they were always really understanding, but I totally understand that for some people it is harder and their parents aren't as accepting of them wanting to do this as a career choice. So I'm hoping to do a video with my mum when I'm home in October half term, kind of also for you guys, but also for your parents to watch and to understand where my mum's coming from and how she felt. Although I was academic, it was good to let me follow my passion, and as long as I have academics as backup. I also had one of you guys message me recently on Instagram about, should you do academic A-levels or performing arts A-levels? Obviously all of this is a matter of opinion, but for me, my parents always wanted me to do my academic studies, and then I could go on and do musical theatre, and I always have my academic A-levels as a kind of backup if I ever want to go back to uni and do another degree. Okay, so the next question is, would you call yourself an actress, singer, dancer if you had to choose your favourite? So I would call myself a singer if I had to choose my favourite. However, my foundation teacher did say to us, our head of foundation, he said, you're an actor who can sing and dance, and that really stuck with me because at the core of everything is acting. If you just have insane dance technique but you don't act through it and perform through it, it's boring to watch. And also, if you're the most amazing singer in the world but you have no performance and no connection to the material, then it doesn't come across as well. So at the center of everything, I believe, is acting. However, my favorite of the three disciplines is singing, definitely. So the next question is, are there any musicals you dislike, and if so, which? Now this is so hard, and actually since I got this question a couple of days ago, I've sat and kind of thought about it, and I honestly can't think of a musical that I've watched that I hated. There's been ones that obviously there's things you don't love about it, but I think every musical is so different, and it would be really hard for me to say I don't like this musical, because I think there's elements of every musical that I like. So one that I had thought about but I don't want to put in my dislike category is Jersey Boys. When I saw Jersey Boys on Broadway, the show contains a lot of American-based humour, and everyone in the audience, obviously majority of the audience, were American, and they really got all the jokes, and like 15-year-old Lucy didn't really get 90% of the jokes. So in that way I was kind of like, what's going on? But I loved the singing, I loved the music, I just thought the show as a whole was insane, although I didn't really get the humour. So it kind of balances out. There's always things in shows that you'll like and dislike, but I wouldn't say there's a specific musical that I can say I dislike this musical. The next question is about GSA Foundation, and it's where did I stay during my GSA Foundation course. So if you do foundation at GSA then, and you don't live within a certain radius, I can't remember how far it is, then you get to live in the University of Surrey halls. I lived in Manor Park, which is the kind of off main campus area, and it's a student village kind of thing, and it's all brand new, and I had a single room with ensuite and I absolutely loved it. At first I was unsure if I wanted to be in Manor Park because it is a like 5-minute bus from GSA, but honestly it was so nice to get on the bus at the end of the day and go home and kind of get away from the kind of bubble of being at GSA. I kind of enjoyed getting away from it at night and being able to fully relax. Also there's loads of accommodation on the main Uni of Surrey campus, and also when you're living in the student halls then you will be sharing with people who are from the whole of Uni of Surrey, not just GSA. So I had a vet in my flat, business studies, psychology, engineering, I think. So there was a big mix, so you will be mixed with other people in the uni, which is really nice, like get you to know other people in the uni. So the next question is, did you feel during or after your drama school auditions that you weren't good enough? 100%, and I think it's totally normal to feel like this. I feel like I felt it more before my auditions because I was obviously doubting myself and I didn't know what I was going in for, and I think this is completely normal, and you shouldn't feel worried if you feel these things, and you just need to embrace it and know that you are good enough, but also that not every school is right for everyone. And a question that makes me feel very old, and it's one thing you wish you could have told your teen self. So now I'm 20, I'm not a teenager, which is very sad, but I'm gonna take this as kind of my younger teens, because something I tell myself last year is probably something I need to tell myself today as well. I would say just not to take everything so seriously. I am quite a serious person. I take things very seriously. I work hard, and that's obviously so important. But I think I needed to worry less and just kind of enjoy school, and obviously I loved school so much, but I needed to worry less and just enjoy every day, and obviously still work hard, but not stress so much about the future. I spent a lot of time worrying about what I wanted to do and how I would decide. So many people do decide at a young age what they want to do, but obviously for most people that changes, and for me I just had no clue, to be honest. And as I said, I wanted to be a pilot, then I wanted to be a lawyer, then I wanted to do actuarial maths. Like, they're literally so far away from musical theatre you can't even imagine. But yeah, I would tell myself not to worry about what I want to be when I grow up. Just enjoy school, enjoy doing your subjects, work hard, and everything will work out the way it's meant to. This is a very good question. What are your plans for when you graduate? Do you worry about not finding jobs? Yes, it's something I worry about on a regular basis, and I think it's something we all worry about on a regular basis, and we talk about a lot, and we probably shouldn't talk about as much. Obviously the musical theatre industry is quite small, and there is a lot of people wanting to perform. Every year, literally hundreds of graduates come out from all the drama schools across the UK, and then you're fighting for parts against the people that have graduated the year before you and 10 years before you, and it does worry me that I won't get work, but I feel like worrying about it now is not going to change it. Kind of like what I would have told my teen self, to just do what you're doing in the moment and don't worry about the future. My training now is what's going to set me up for then, so I just need to work hard now and be focused now, and it'll happen. If I'm meant to work, I'll work, hopefully. So I'm just gonna answer one more question because I've literally rambled so much in this video, so I'm sorry that it's so long. If you've made it this far, please give it a thumbs up to let me know. The final question I'm gonna answer is, do you think there's any cons of being at Urdang? So I like to be a very positive person. I don't like to think of negative things, and I don't really know what I could say is a con of being at Urdang. I absolutely love the training, I love the people I'm training with, the teachers are amazing, I love where I live, I love being in central London, so I feel like they're all the key things to my happiness, and I don't think there's really negatives that I think I'd just be pulling things out of nowhere to say a negative about Urdang. Some people may see it as a negative that our year groups are bigger than other drama schools. For example, GSA, for a musical theatre course, you only have 30 people in a year group, but whereas we have like 100 people. And yes, you could think it's a con because there's more competition. However, I also feel it's a pro because there's more people surrounding you, there's more people to inspire you, there's more people to aspire to be like, and I just feel it's nice that you get to work with so many more different people and people from so many different places and walks of life and everything. So people might see that as a con, but I personally don't, because I think being surrounded by more people that are passionate about the same thing as you has always got to be a pro. So I'm so sorry if I didn't get to answer your question. I literally have spoken for so long, but yes, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you enjoy Q&As, then please give this video a thumbs up to let me know. I absolutely love doing them. I feel like it's such a nice way to interact with you guys, and as always, leave any questions in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to see the rest of my videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!